Thank you to Anti-Gravity for sponsoring this video. San Diego, where California really feels like the storied place portrayed in music and films. The one people have been sold their whole lives. Where surfers are out all hours of the day, where skateboards clatter on the pavement, and the urban legend of old hippies and cults are true. The Hang Ten surfer dude, too. He's real, and he lives in San Diego. But this city also exists at the edge of something bigger, the busiest land border in the world. The town of Tijuana, just a hop and a skip away. The line between worlds here is somehow both stark and blurred. Thousands of people crossing in both directions every single day, sharing culture and flavors, language and love. And somewhere between this constant movement, you start to understand what San Diego really is all about.
I feel like it's a slower pace over here on the West Coast.
Who's really illegal here?
We're the friendliest city in the world. I travel the world. This is the friendliest city ever.
I have to say, being in Southern California is making me question my life decision of being a NorCal girl. Life could definitely be worse right now. San Diego is located on the very southern tip of California, so we're probably a 10-minute drive from the border right now. The weather here is the most stable in the country. All year round, it ranges from 60 to 75, so it's pretty much always perfect like this, and you can actually swim in the ocean. And there's over 70 miles of coastline just like this. So I gotta say, it's probably one of the more beautiful cities in the entire country. This is really the postcard perfect picture of Southern California behind me. You have the ocean, of course, and the beach with beautiful people on it. You got the cliffs with the gorgeous houses, a little bit of greenery, and then of course, the palm trees that kind of peek out over everything. It's really beautiful.
San Diego is spread out and decentralized, a place built for cars. But across the city, the shorelines feel like town squares. At Windansea Beach, in the upscale neighborhood of La Jolla, and just down the road from the famous cove with its sea lions and kayakers, public life feels laid back and organic. Locals mingle with visitors and stop for conversations with one another. And woven into it all is California surf culture, equal parts myth and very real ritual.
Can I sit with you here? Would you mind? Okay. Awesome.
My name's Brody Odenmark, and I was born and raised in La Jolla.
So tell me about your lifestyle. Like, what do you do for fun? How often do you go surfing?
I mean, mostly I'm down at the beach, or somewhere lurking around San Diego, having a good time.
So what's it like surfing here, like compared to other parts of California or other places you've been?
Dude, I mean, I grew up surfing in La Jolla. It's been a miracle, dream, honor to be from here. San Diego is one of the best cities in the world. No offense, I know you're from San Francisco. I mean, look at it right now. It's beautiful, a little bit of wind, kind of sunny out. This is just every other day in La Jolla. I love it.
Do you get up early to surf?
No, sometimes. Depends how the week's going, if I'm not working a lot, and there's some good waves, maybe I'll get up early, but I'm sleeping in lately.
Do you know a lot of the guys out here surfing?
Yeah, right now Tweedy's out, Colin's out, Max Diaz was out earlier, and Weezer, all the boys. It's like when you're from La Jolla, or you surf this wave every day, you just go out there and you'll see at least like 4 or 5 people that you get to chop it up with them and go catch more waves.
So what's like the La Jolla lifestyle like?
Either you get up, work for a couple hours, or plan to work for the next day, see what the weather's looking like. You see UVs like 7 or 6 firing. It's like 67 degrees out, 68 or 69. You're like, I'm gonna go hit the beach. I'm gonna go get some food, go hang out with some of my buddies. And then, hit down PB at night. That's kind of the life, I feel like, on the weekend at least.
I mean, it sounds like there are definitely worse lives out there than this one.
I don't know, man. This is what I've been doing. This is my program. I feel like it's a slower pace over here on the West Coast. People are super friendly. Not everyone's in a rush. It's kind of more relaxed and calm down.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Is there anything about like San Diego or La Jolla you think, people would like to know about?
Yeah, if you're a beginner surfer, don't go and paddle out at Windansea, go down to La Jolla Shores or something. Everyone will be friendly and nice. Just be respectful to the locals. They can be aggro, they can be edgy. I understand why, but just be nice. Pick up some trash while you're in San Diego and enjoy yourself.
There are over 70 beaches in San Diego, and we managed to stumble upon the one that is super iconic and has a place in California surfing history. Back in the 50s and 60s, there was a big surf club here called the Windansea Club, and they were the best of the best surfers in the state, and they dominated this beach. So this was their spot. They were kind of bad boys. They were part of the counterculture, and they really did not like outsiders. So you had to be invited by someone to come surf here. And they have their own culture and set of rules. So for example, if you want to surf, you had to wait your turn and let your elders go before you. It was very hierarchical. And back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, surfboards were very expensive. So for young boys to start surfing, they kind of needed like an older mentor to take them under their wing. Of course, today, mainstream surf culture is a lot different and it's a lot more accessible. But a lot of what we know today about surfing culture really started right here with these guys, and it's cool to be here and see it. What's your name?
Scott.
Scott. So you were part of the Windansea Surf Club?
Yeah, for about 45 years.
Oh, wow. What year did you join it?
81.
And it started in the 40s, right?
60s. 61 years old now.
Tell me about what it was like and what the philosophy of it was, because they kind of had like a bad boy countercultural persona back in the day, right?
Back in the 60s, yes. But now it's more philanthropical than anything. We competed in the coalition longboard contest up and down the coast. It's pretty competitive still.
How old were you when you started surfing?
5.
So you're born and raised San Diego, surfing is in your blood.
Yes.
Is there anything about the Windansea Surf Club or San Diego in general that you think would be interesting for people who don't know a lot about the city to know about?
It's getting really crowded.
So it's changed a lot over the years?
It's changed a lot over the last 10 years.
Not all for the good, I'm assuming?
The infrastructure doesn't support the inflow of all the people that have moved here. The traffic's as bad as in Los Angeles now.
But do you still love it?
You're born and raised here. Where are you going to go?
Fair. And it's really beautiful.
It is beautiful, which is why all these people moved here.
Yeah. Surfing is really an entire lifestyle and mindset. It's a culture that I really didn't know a lot about. So it's very cool to come here and talk to surfers, learn more about it, and really be at the heart of it. This is kind of where it all started.
The time of our lives when we started, everything was groovy, but I'm noticing lately we've been half-hearted. West Side Story don't feel pretty anymore. We were having the time of our lives when we started, everything was groovy.
We're at the Windansea Beach right now, and it is gorgeous here. And we're trying to get the most beautiful shots so you can really feel like you're here traveling with us. The thing about being a travel creator, a lot of the time you're so focused on trying to capture the scenery and the experiences that you don't actually get to enjoy it for yourself. You're so stressed about the framing, the angles, and getting yourself in the shot that when you leave, you realize that you really weren't present in the moment. That used to be me every time we were filming a trip. But we recently added the anti-gravity A1 drone to our camera gear so I can stay fully present now when filming. We've been loving it, and I'm so excited that they're sponsoring today's video. Lenza's our tech guy, but the A1 is so easy to use that even I can fly it. The shot you're seeing right now, that was me. With other drones, you always have to be thinking about a million things, and it's so technical that I just can't do it. With anti-gravity, however, all it takes is one finger to fly. You literally take this controller and point to where you want to go. There's zero learning curve to use it. And because it has the 360-degree camera co-engineered with Insta360, it's recording everything around me all at once. And that's the real magic. The A1 caught all of this without me having to think about it at all. I literally just turn my head and I can see everything. Look at that beautiful water. You can see all the different colors of turquoise. You know, when you're sightseeing, you're kind of limited to where you are. So for example, here we can see this specific piece of this coastline, but with the A1, I just send it up and suddenly I'm seeing the entire landscape around us. It really feels like I'm soaring in the sky like a bird, able to see everything around me. It helps me feel more, capture more, and explore further while being completely present in the moment. The superpower I always wanted as a kid was being able to fly, and I guess the anti-gravity A1 gets me pretty close to that. Another highlight is that you can put the headset on later and relive the moment. I can even share with friends and family so they can enjoy the moment as well. It's like a little time machine. The drone is only 249 grams with standard battery, no regulation and license needed, and it's only the size of my palm folded up. It easily fits in any bag. The battery lasts 39 minutes, so you can really take your time. We even tested it in a super windy day and it was rock solid. It's just a really cool gadget overall. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. And if you ever run into any problems, you get after-sales support, including anti-gravity care and local repair services in the US. If you want to experience how cool the A1 is for yourself, check the link in my description, and it's available in Best Buy and Costco as well. This is the Ocean Beach Farmers Market. It takes place every Wednesday night and it's quite popular. You can see it's very crowded and they have some local vendors over here selling jewelry, clothing, things like that. And then here's a big row of food leading to the beach. It's a really beautiful setting. You can see all the palm trees behind me. It's got that, typical Southern California beauty.
Each neighborhood has its own distinct character, and Ocean Beach specifically is known for being a hub for kind of old hippies and bohemian young people. It's got an alternative vibe. You can definitely see that in the fashion and the people out on the streets, the iconography. It's pretty cool. I like the vibes here. So you go by
Obi Hippie Jesus.
And what do you do here?
I come here every week with a brand new sign of mental health awareness and affirmations, just doing my best to be a reminder to the community where I live and I love. It's been a lot of reminders throughout my life from others that have helped me, stay afloat in life. And I've learned through experience that a lot of us hide our hurt, a lot of us suffer in silence, and we're all, in a way, looking for a sign. So.
I love that, just spreading the positivity in a very creative way.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah, do you mind telling us about the Ocean Beach neighborhood?
Oh my goodness, it's a very magical vortex of a place, It seems to have its very own creative, eclectic, youthful, kind of like hippie-esque sort of vibe.
It matches you.
What's your name?
I am Tony the Blessed One.
Tony the Blessed
Yes.
One. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I like your outfit.
Thank you so much. USA's best gun in the world.
You guys are outshining me. I'm wearing all black. Like, I'm so boring right now.
Team black.
Thank you.
Bright, Look at you shining bright.
Aw, shining bright. And why Jesus?
Kind of like how you wear your Sunday best to church, or when you go to a temple, you wear certain garments, out of respect for that area, out of respect for the practice. And so out of just my own embodiment and respect for spiritual practice of embodying love, is like, this is what feels very comfortable and loose and So yeah, it just kind of ended up being hippie Jesus, you know?
All right, OB Hippie Jesus on Instagram. We will drop the handle. I've got to say, everywhere we've gone in San Diego is just really good vibes. People are very friendly here. I don't know if it's because the weather is warm or it's just a paradise, but it's definitely really easy to talk to random people on the streets. Are you from Ocean Beach?
No, Pacific Beach.
Pacific Beach. Okay, so close by.
I'm a fitness coach and spiritual coach.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about San Diego?
Pacific Beach, cycling, jogging. You can jog on the beach, and all the people are very friendly, nice, considerate.
Yeah, I was just saying that. Everybody's like super friendly and open to talking.
We're the friendliest city in the world. I travel the world. This is the friendliest city ever. The worst places to go to are Boston, Miami, and New York. This is the best city in the world. We're the friendliest city. We're rated the #1 best city in the world 5 years ago.
I can see it. And tell me about the fit.
Oh, USA. I love this country. We're the best country in the world. And I would like to say thank you to all the Imperial military. Yeah, this is the best country in the world. There's no better place to live. Absolutely. And my outfit, yeah, I love USA. Absolutely. See USA here, USA here. And I got my Joker hat, my Joker socks. I'm a jokester.
Hell yeah. I like your attitude.
Thank you so much. It's the Holy Spirit, not me. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Bye. Oh, look what Tony the Blessed just gave to Lenza. Show it to us. Extra large is the size. What a nice man he is.
Probably gonna fit. It's gonna be a little tight though.
Oh yeah.
That's why they give us a remind to me. Black Star doing the same nice and hearty. Rasa philosophy in me. That's why me come and say you do me duty. Every time me check the same me check it naturally. All I wanna do is just rock over. Yes, we are gonna rock say you're in a style. This one, yes.
Definitely feeling the hippie bohemian vibes. Like I feel like I'm in a Sublime song right now or something. It's like the most California thing ever. What's your name?
Bats or Batsy. I also go by Milk, like the drink. My stage name is Batshit, like Batshit Crazy. It runs in the family.
Tell me about what you do.
So I travel around nomadically, normally in a van, throughout the U.S. I am so tempted to dip over the border and fuck off to Mexico for God knows how long. But I do poetry. I write and perform spoken word poems. I also do music, all under the name Batshit. And as a performer, I not only perform just the poems themselves, but I kind of hone the art form of playing with the audience's expectations, right? A lot of punks don't know what to expect out of spoken word poetry, and they realize, oh, this fits perfect. It's raw, self-expression, unapologetic, and it's all about creating a cathartic experience for the audience and moving us all through it together.
Okay, and you consider yourself a punk?
Yes, absolutely.
What does that mean?
It's a counterculture. It's a community of misfits, people who don't fit in with the mainstream society and all of its norms and expectations. So we reject it back and we're like, fuck that, we're gonna build something better. And then that begs the question, what kind of culture do we want to live in? Punks don't rebel against the mainstream by trying to be bad people. We rebel against the mainstream by holding ourselves and each other to a higher standard. So like in the punk scene, like sexism does not fly, racism is not cool, homophobia, transphobia, classism, etc. We're the ones who not only criticize society, but also drop out of it. It's not enough to just say rent is theft in a song, but then keep spending money on your landlord who doesn't care about you. Like some of us do drop out and hit the road, kind of like how hippies did, but more angry, I guess.
Any final thoughts about your work, San Diego, anything at all?
Every month is Pride Month. If you're queer, inclusion in cishet society only goes so far. You gotta find your own path and stop paying money on your landlord, live in your car.
This is a really cool event. It's really lively. There's so many people out, so many colorful characters. Definitely a lot of hippie shit going on here. And this is every Wednesday. So definitely a cool thing to check out if you're in San Diego. And it's like the most California thing that you can probably ever attend in your life. I don't know if you'll find something like this anywhere else in the world, really. Could I get 3 fish tacos? Thank you so much. So how many times a week would you guys say you eat Mexican food?
I'm Mexican, so quite a bit.
Do you often come to trucks like this, or you have like restaurants
there's
you like?
There's a couple of spots that we go to, but I have global, so I cross the border a lot. It's super short. It's like 15 minutes to cross back and forth.
And we've been hearing that it's like kind of dangerous over there right now. Is that true, or like what do you think?
I mean, if you're doing things you're not supposed to, then yeah. But if you're just an average tourist, you're fine.
And people from here, they cross over, like they'll go see a dentist or like go to the pharmacy or like go eat, right?
Believe it or not, the dentistry is better over there.
Yeah.
And it's about a third of the cost that it is here.
Yeah, so a lot of people crossing over for that. Do people live in Tijuana and then commute to San Diego for work?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Let me see, $2,000, 1,000 square feet apartment, or $200 for the exact same apartment, but you gotta travel across the border.
Right, and I guess depending on the day, that could be like 15 minutes or like 4 hours.
The way that the economy is, it's like the government forgot about us because the price of living has went up so much and the wage hasn't went up. So some of these people don't want to do that, but they're forced to so they can have a decent living.
How often do you go?
I probably go once a week, but that's because I'm dating somebody that she used to live over there. Now she lives here with me, but we still go visit her family a lot. And I love to go over there for the food.
Yeah.
It's 10 times better and it costs half the price. So
yeah.
And they're on it. I don't know if you've ever had anybody Mexican working for you or if you've ever, but we're hard workers.
Yeah, really hard workers. Yeah. Dude, this is crazy. Thank you so much. We got a few dainty items and it's looking pretty ridiculous, but this is actually what we came here for. So these are fish tacos. This is Baja Californian cuisine. So of course we're by the ocean, so the specialty is seafood. But the fish taco is actually very interesting because you see it's breaded and fried. This method of cooking was actually introduced by Japanese immigrants. And then chefs in Mexico learned about the method and started breading fish a similar way. So it's kind of like a Mexican-Japanese fusion. It's so delicious. The breading is really crispy and it's got that satisfying crunch when you bite in. And the fish, it's a cod or some kind of light white fish and it's very delicate. And this one's moist and juicy. The little crema on top adds a little richness. It's a masterpiece. This is the tostada loca, and you have a mix of seafood here. I'm seeing shrimp, octopus, crab, seasoned with lime. And then this is the aguachile. It's a shrimp ceviche. I was told that the way to eat it is you get a little piece of this tostada, and then you try to get a mix of everything on top of it. I'll put a shrimp on here for good measure also. I think that's a pretty well-rounded bite. How amazing is it that you can get food of this quality literally out of that truck right there? And what's such a cool thing about San Diego? I mean, we're literally outside a liquor store right now and we're eating like kings. So can't really complain about this. Good morning. Today is the day. We're gonna be driving from San Diego into Tijuana. We're gonna be passing through the border by car. And I don't think some of y'all realize just how close Tijuana is. Right now we are in the Pacific Beach neighborhood and Google Maps is telling us that it's gonna take about 30 minutes to get there. So come along, we're gonna show you what the experience is like. That was the last highway stop to the US. We're quickly approaching the border now. Pretty crazy. And this is actually the busiest border crossing in the entire world. Apparently 300,000 people cross every single day, which is just mind-blowing. And just like that, we are in Mexico. It's a really interesting feeling because it is so close to San Diego. We drove 30 minutes and we are in a completely different country. But I think like my brain is just taking a little bit of time to adjust that like, okay, the infrastructure is different, the architecture is different, people are speaking a different language. Like I still haven't quite realized it yet. And my senses are like, what is happening? Pretty much as soon as you cross over the border and you drive along the coastal highway, you can see the border wall winding its way next to the ocean. And this is where the border wall meets the sea. This is probably one of the most photographed borders in the world. And right over it is San Diego. So you can see San Diego from here. It's pretty mind-blowing to be here, I gotta say. The way the wall goes in the water, it seems like people can swim around it, you know? It really puts into perspective how San Diego is literally right on top of Mexico. The border wall here is covered in street art, and a lot of it is very political, as you might imagine. The interesting thing is on the San Diego side of the wall, there used to be a park here called Friendship Park. So friends and families separated by the wall could actually come here and talk to each other and physically touch one another. However, that park is now closed and has been since early 2020. At first, it was because of the pandemic and staffing shortages, but as of today in 2026, it's still closed down. But now there's actually another wall over there and there's Border Patrol in the middle. You know, we're living in really politically charged times as far as the issue of immigration, and it's very interesting to see it this up close and personal. It's a super interesting vibe here because obviously this is a gorgeous beach. The sun is shining, so it feels kind of like a vacation destination. But then you have this border wall, which offers a crazy juxtaposition. And it's also a tourist hotspot because people are curious to come and see it. So you have people taking photos along the wall, and you know, there's guided tour groups. It's an interesting blend. What's your name?
Gabriel.
You live in Tijuana right now.
Yeah.
And do you come hang out here often?
This is the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like it. I mean, it works perfect.
Yeah, for the hammock, right?
Yeah, right.
Do you go back to the US often?
About every 2 weeks.
What do you do when you go back?
Go buy food, you know, and also visit my family. My mom's birthday just passed on the 7th. Right.
So your family's still in California then?
Right.
So that's interesting. So you're able to kind of have a life in both places. Is there tension with the US at all, or are most people like pretty okay with Americans?
It's okay. I see okay. You know, I don't see no problems with anybody.
A lot of people do cross the border regularly from San Diego just to eat. And Tijuana is actually known as one of the best food cities in Mexico. I can see why already. We've come to a place called Tacos El Franc, and we got a variety. So we got adobada, suadero, cabeza, lengua, and asados. Basically, different types of delicious red meats and fun parts of the cow as well, like the head and the tongue. I'm gonna try this one, lengua. It's the tongue, it's my favorite. Oh yeah, look at how saucy that looks. It's so delicious, so soft and tender. That salsa's got a nice kick. It's amazing. This place is obviously very popular, and you get an interesting mix of people who have traveled from San Diego and locals, and even the police are here, so must be good. Also some office workers in suits and stuff on their lunch break. So tell me where you're from.
I was born here, but my family is from Jalisco.
So you live in San Diego now. How often do you come to Tijuana?
At least 5 days a week, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So are you working here or there?
I'm a dentist here.
What's the commute like? How many hours are you in a car every day?
Not much. Thank God I'm in the opposite of the traffic, so I come in the mornings and leave back after everyone's done.
And what's your experience like being on both sides? Like it's kind of like living two lives, right?
Yeah, it's great trying to get the best out of both cities. Like in my case, I do dentistry, which is my area, which is prosthodontic and implantology, which offers, I can do like a really good treatment in a price that for Mexico is the best quality, which will be well paid for Mexicans, but cheap for people that come from the States. So it's an area of opportunity for both sides. So I'm really happy here, working here and
Has the experience changed with the new administration? Like, is there any weirdness between like people or the vibe between San Diego and Tijuana?
Not that I noticed, honestly. Yeah, I've been here. There's always nice people here and nice people there.
Any final thoughts or anything about life, about San Diego, about Tijuana?
If people that haven't been here or haven't been to San Diego, definitely recommend to go. Really nice places in both cities.
Yeah, I think, just being able to cross over in 20 minutes, it's like such a special, unique thing, like to really have these two different worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like two different worlds, you just said it. And you can for sure have a better view of everything when you can take a look at the good things in one side and the other one. Yeah.
We had a great day in Tijuana, and now we are in the car waiting to cross the border from Mexico to the US. I'm curious to see the contrast. So when we came here, there was no traffic, and generally you can drive right through, but I think the Mexican Border Patrol saw us with our cameras, so he pulled us over and searched our trunk. On the way back, there's definitely a much longer line, so let's see how long this takes. There's definitely like a well-oiled system going on here. There's like vendors here, like this is definitely a frequent occurrence, this amount of traffic. I think like 2 to 3 hours is like a normal wait to get back to the US. They really have everything here as you wait in line to get across the border. All sorts of vendors, food. People are selling like religious figurines and like blankets and stuff. They've been in line for about 45 minutes now. So let's see, there's still quite a ways to go.
Ah, qué pinche vida tan bonita, la neta que tengo. Y la neta no estoy tan carita, traigo muy buen verbo. Ah, qué pinche vida tan bonita.
That's really funny, bro. Gracias.
Okay, it's almost our turn to cross the border. In total, it will have taken us around 2 hours. This is the busiest land border crossing in the world, and I can really feel that, because this is just an average Tuesday afternoon. Happy to report that we made it to the US and didn't get detained. Our Border Patrol agent was actually very nice, and it was a good day.
I fought for this land. And the brown berets were the ones that acquired this land for the people. This park represents the Chicano people.
We've come to Chicano Park. This park and Barrio Logan in general is the heart of Mexican and Mexican-American culture here in San Diego. Chicano Park actually has a really interesting backstory. In 1970, they were going to build a California highway patrol station here despite promising the residents a park. So people in the neighborhood came out and occupied this space and peacefully protested. And as a result of negotiations, Chicano Park was built. So this really became a symbol of grassroots resistance and the resilience of the Chicano community. Today, it's a great place to come hang out. There's a museum here, a playground, and lots of big cultural events as well. Tell me how Chicano Park came to be.
Logan Heights existed since the beginning 1900s Mexican-American community, but in 1940s this was beachfront property. The Navy took away the frontage of it for Navy warships and construction of ships, And in 1968-69, 5 freeway came across the middle of Logan Heights and they took away housing. In that same year, the Balboa Bridge came across and took away the rest of the housing. So the only thing left was this property, dirt lot underneath overpasses. So the city of Logan Heights agreed with the city of San Diego to make them a park or something where they can gather. But 1 month after that, a person was passing by, a student, and he saw the construction going on. So we asked the foreman, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, we're gonna build a highway patrol substation." So he told all the community, they came around this area and they surrounded the tractors and the workmen from working. They kept them from working for 12 days. After 12 days, they negotiated with the city to grant them a park. It happened to be Mexican American, but it could have been anyone that's oppressed and, that just overlooked.
Are you Chicano?
I'm Chicano, yes. I'm a Mexican American. Born in the United States, but Mexican heritage.
Do you mind if I ask you how the community is feeling with the recent administration and all the politics that are going on?
The United States would not exist if it were not for immigrants, because immigrants came to this country from another country, Europe, and brought slaves with them, does not necessarily make it legal. It's like someone breaking into your house, taking over your house, and then making a law, if you come in here, you're illegal, when they took it illegally. So it's a hard question, the legality of it. Who's really illegal here? If anybody needed an immigration policy, it was those Native Americans. No one else would be here if they had a strict immigration bill.
The most distinctive part about this park is the street art that's all along the highway pillars. They're painted by all different artists, and a lot of it is very political. So you see a lot of indigenous iconography, there's a lot of Mexican revolutionaries, and then different elements of Chicano culture. So right now I'm looking at a piece where there's a lot of lowriders painted, and this park is known as a hub where lowriders come park, and it's a big part of the community. Some of this art actually goes all the way back to the 70s when the park was first founded. And now's a good time to see it because we're coming up on the 56th anniversary of Chicano Park. They have a massive celebration every year. So a lot of the paint is refreshed and looking extra vibrant at the moment. When people think about California, a lot of the first things that come to mind are sunshine, beach culture, surfing, all of that good stuff. And while that is a big part of California, so is Mexican American culture. So when you come visit cities like San Diego, it's good to come to places like this and get to know how our communities have been so entwined for a really long time. We come to the taco stand, which is a local institution, and we're here to try the most quintessentially San Diego food. This restaurant is really cool. It's obviously very popular. There's a line out the door, and I like it because you can see them making everything in the kitchen, like the tortillas from scratch, and there's a deep fryer for the churros, so I'm very excited. So we have lovely seatmates, Chuck and Maria. How old are you?
I'll be 19 in August.
92 in August, wow. Meet the California burrito. This was invented in San Diego. It started showing up on menus at taco stands around the 80s. And it is a mix of Mexican border cuisine and American food. So So what kind of differentiates it from a regular burrito is that there's no rice and beans. The main protein is carne asada, so grilled steak. And then you can see here that there's French fries. So this is the American element to it. It's very popular because it's pretty affordable and it's very calorie dense and filling. So after like a long day of surfing or something, you can come eat one of these and be pretty satisfied. I'm gonna put a little of this. That is so good. Despite not having a lot of sauce in it, it's actually pretty moist. The fries are soft and the steak is really tender. It's got a little smokiness. It slaps. We've had a few of these already in our time here, but this one's definitely the best one. Yeah. It's the best.
It's delicious, so simple and so delicious. It's smoky, the sauce they use on the meat is like smoky. The fries taste really good. It's a little bit wet, but it doesn't make a mess. It's the perfect burrito. Burrito!
Many say the California dream is dead, but I think it's still alive, especially in San Diego. Even if it looks a little different now, the beaches are still here, the surfers, the slower pace of life, what you've heard in songs. And if you have the chance, cross the border and feel what it's like to exist in two worlds at once. There's nothing else quite like it.